Hey, 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 AunTeaFee about them facts. Yes, yeah. This man killed his 4 people in his family. Facts, facts, facts. You're not gonna believe me when I tell you why. Facts, facts, facts. Facts, facts.
NBC 15's Karis Harmon is live on the scene right now. Karis, what are you seeing?
This active scene behind me, police have confirmed 4 people are dead. 1 person was found dead in the home and 3 were found dead in the backyard. 1 person is currently in custody. Police say it's an isolated incident. Everyone involved are family. 4 people are dead. 1 person was found dead in the home and 3 were found dead in the backyard. 1 person is currently in custody. Police say it's an isolated incident. Everyone involved are family members. It's still a very active scene. This house on the corner, as you can see.
Shout out to the family.
4 people are dead. 1 person found dead inside of the house. 3 found dead in the backyard. They are all family members, police say, but that's all we know for now.
My sister was a very sweet person, great heart.
Everybody that knew her loved her.
Yes, and she would have given him the shirt off her back.
Very cooperative in his interview. Very polite, but showed no remorse.
And two or more people are killed as a part of
Capital
one
murder.
action, you can proceed under capital murder, and that's the provision that we're going under.
Check this out, family. It was this crazy situation that happened in Alabama just this past Wednesday. It was reported that a man had took the life of 4 family members. So I wanted to wait till he get bombed and see if I can give more information before I bring it to you guys' attention. Fam.
Can we go, before we go off into the details, can y'all hit the like button for me, please? Thank you. I'll wait.
This happened Wednesday, but by Thursday morning, Daphne police had caught the scene in Lake Forest horrific. In fact, the sergeant, Jason Vernon, for Daphne Police Department, has stated, "This was the worst I've seen, certainly in my 22 years." And during this time, the police department also released the identity of the suspect, 21-year-old Jared Tarnett.
21. This young adult kid, as far as I'm concerned, 21 killed 4. I almost said 4, but 4 people in his family because they called the police on him. And let me say this, family ain't what it used to be. Let me start out by saying that. Family ain't what it used to be. But sometimes folk try to manipulate and intimidate, or when things didn't go their way, they gonna not play, obviously they was for real, and call the police on another family member as if they gonna take it. Nowadays, these young folk on a whole nother. But I see a lot of people on YouTube in this network stuff talking about calling CPS and calling police on people and calling people job, playing. See, this is why this struck me really to a whole nother degree because these folk be lying. They be putting babies on folk they ain't never met, lying, calling. Well, I heard your baby crying and you was on calling CP, calling. And that network is okaying them to do this stuff. And somebody gonna get hurt. Had a content creator call another one to Big T Bazaar. So he done left his city hour away to come to Big T Bazaar to meet another content creator because they be playing. Everybody ain't playing. This man done killed his family members for calling the popos on him. Stop playing with folk. Just like that, the woman talking about her mama gonna put voodoo on me. I don't take that lightly. You don't know how people wake up that morning. Now you got some folk who ain't waking up at all because they decided to call the police on their family member. Now, I'm sure they didn't think that he was going to go this far, but how in the hell do you know? Let's listen now.
The police department also released the identity of the suspect, 21-year-old Jared Tarnett Smith Bracey, who had been arrested earlier in the day from that same house from a mischief charge, apparently tussling with the door. After bonding out, a person gave...
Did I hear that right? For touching her with a door. Okay.
From a mischief charge, apparently tussling with the door. After bonding out,
tussling with a door.
Arrived back to his house, where Vonnie has said that Smith Bracey immediately forced his way inside and started to shoot. Authorities will also release the identity of the victims to the public. Jeremy Smith, who was 27 years old, and Bracey's brother. Barbara Smith, 72, Bracey's grandmother.
Oh,
Leonard
wow.
Smith, who was 80, Bracey's grandfather. And Shelbert Glover, 71, a family friend. Now, photos of the suspect family wasn't...
I'm too
Barbara
outdone.
Smith, 72, Bracey's grandmother. Leonard Smith, who was 80, Bracey's grandfather. And Shelbert Glover, 71, a family friend. Now, photos of the suspect family wasn't released to the public, but the family friend family did release her photo. May they all rest in peace and love and condolences to their family. But before we even play this recent news clip, I want you guys to hold tight after this. Jeremy Smith, who was 27 years old, and Bracey's brother. Barbara Smith, 72, Bracey's grandmother. Leonard Smith, who was 80, Bracey's grandfather. And Shelbert Glover, 71, a family friend. Now, photos of the suspect family wasn't released to the public, but the family friend family did release her photo. May they all rest in peace and love and condolences to their family.
In maybe Baldwin County, a quadruple murder.
It happened last night in the Lake Forest neighborhood on Melanie Loop. 3 family members and a family friend shot and bludgeoned to death. 21-year-old Jared Smith Bracey behind bars tonight, charged with 4 counts of capital murder.
WKRG News 5's Debbie Williams is live in Daphne, where Debbie, we learned
Wednesday that Smith Bracey was arrested for a minor criminal mischief charge for damaging a door at the home that he shares with his grandparents. Well, he spent the whole day here at the city jail. He bonded out late in the afternoon on Wednesday, caught a ride, went back to the house, grabbed a gun that was in that car that wasn't his, and went through the door shooting.
Victims were shot, and one victim, we believe at this point, was bludgeoned to death with a pickaxe.
Wednesday night, a call of gunfire brought police to the house. A man in the driveway ran from police. He was later found in nearby woods and identified as Jared Smith Bracey. Police say he shot or bludgeoned to death his brother, 27-year-old Jeremy Smith, his grandfather, 80-year-old Leonard Smith, his grandmother, 72-year-old Barbara Smith, and her best friend, 71-year-old Sheila Glover.
Wow.
My sister was a very sweet person, great heart.
Everybody that knew her loved her.
Bracey has confessed to the murders.
He was very cooperative in his...
4 capital murder charges.
Anytime more than...
For everybody involved, but
When you see the DA have tears in his eyes for a person that he doesn't know, that means a lot to our family. The DA have tears in his eyes for a person that he doesn't know, that means a lot to our family.
She sound familiar.
Now, that capital murder charge, of course, carries the possibility of the death penalty. The pickaxe and the gun were found in the backyard of that home. Police do have that in custody. They are calling this a premeditated crime.
A pickaxe.
News 5's Whitney Leibel joins us live from the neighborhood.
She spoke with one neighbor who says she is in shock. And Whitney, this neighbor has lived there for quite some time.
Pete, Devin, Greta Cook has lived in the Lake Forest neighborhood for over 10 years. She said she specifically chose this subdivision because she felt it was safe and quiet. But Wednesday night, 4 people...
Anyhow, it was very scary, and you know, this has been an extremely safe neighborhood. I'm from Montgomery, and that's what you kind of expect. I hate to say that, but it's true. The crime rate is very much higher in Montgomery. So yeah, this was very devastating and scary and sad.
Shackled and heavily guarded, the 21-year-old accused killer led into the courtroom for a bond hearing. That bond denied by Circuit Judge Scott Taylor. Smith Bracey's mother was also in the courtroom and could be heard crying during the proceedings. Thomas Pilcher is one of 2. Shackled and heavily guarded, the 21-year-old accused killer led into the courtroom for a bond hearing. That bond denied by Circuit Judge Scott Taylor. Smith Bracey's mother was also in the courtroom and could be heard crying during the proceedings. Thomas Pilcher is one of 2 court-appointed attorneys that represent Smith Bracey.
It's a capital murder case, and anytime you have a capital murder case, you want to make sure you take all precautions, no matter the person.
He told the judge his client will enter a not guilty plea by reason of mental disease or defect.
It doesn't surprise me that we would see a plea like that in this case.
Teresa Hines will prosecute the case.
He had to be out of his mind.
Started.
We're looking at 2 to 3 years down the road before this.
Accused of using a pickaxe and a gun to kill his grandparents, Barbara and Leonard Smith, his brother Jeremy, and
who kills their grandparents?
Police say he confessed to the crimes, but Pilcher is not so sure.
I had cases where they say there's an admission and then we hear what actually happened and it wasn't an admission. I think we've all seen that.
As she left the courtroom, Smith Bracey's mother covered her face. It is her mother, her father, and another son that were killed. And now her other son could face the death penalty or life in prison for the crime.
My heart goes out to them.
Smith Bracey's mother covered her face. It is her mother, her father, and another son that were killed. And now her other son could face the death penalty or life in prison for the crime.
My heart goes out to them. I can't even imagine how they begin to put the pieces back together.
Okay, until next time.